So as I say, C&D has produced a double-sided briefing that's all about this new development, this new expansion of the nuclear-capable fighter jet. And we've tried to kind of keep it as concise, I suppose, as possible. So we've taken some of the really incredible research from NIS's new report, which is called Smoke and Mirrors, which goes into a lot of technical detail about the program. So we've sort of tried to kind of make it as easy for you to read as possible. So I would say the key points that we've pulled out is the fact that this will not make us safer. Yeah, these fighter jets are US fighter jets. So all the money is going to the US. And they launch US nuclear bombs, so that means it's basically under NATO command, so it's under the US nuclear umbrella of NATO, and it's the US that decides when and where these bombs will be dropped. Yeah, and I think from C&D's point of view, we're less concerned that Trump's going to be reticent about using these bombs. We're more concerned that Trump is going to be gung-ho for using these bombs. And I think what's really important, as has been said, is that these have been designed to be used on the battlefield, to be used against troops, to be used against conventional weapons. So these are not defensive. This is not about going, oh, we're about to be nuked, we're gonna retaliate. This is an aggressive weapon, yeah, using nuclear weapons on the battlefield. So this is all about the threat of nuclear war being made much more likely, and the British government is totally at the heart of this. The final thing I'd say is the costs. Yeah, there's been a mad scramble to get this announced at the NATO summit by Starmer. So there was no real proper costings done for how much this was going to cost. Can you believe it? But now it looks like the whole program of these fighter jets is going to be about 71 billion, right, and counting. Yeah, and none of this, as I say, was costed when that announcement was made. So it's the same thing as I'm sure we will be hearing from David, is basically the blank check approach to nuclear weapons, where you have the health sector that's constantly having to kind of save here, save there, annual savings all the time, whereas the Ministry of Defence just shrugs its shoulders, oh, really sorry, we've overspent. This is kind of what we're up against. So, as I say, very, very dangerous, totally ties us to Trump, and huge amounts of money going on it. So that's why we've really got to, get campaigning on it. So that's my little spiel over with. Now I'm going to hand over to David Cullen, which is an absolute pleasure. So David used to work for the Nuclear Information Service for 8 years, I think, and is absolute super duper expert, but is also able to communicate it in a way that is very easy for us all, which is very, very important. So we're really, really delighted to have him. He's now working for BASIC, so you might want to say a little bit about that. All right, thanks.